You know what Shakespeare said? He said, "What's in a name? That which you call a flower, by any other name, would smell just as sweet." But you know what I say to that? I say it's wrong. I say everything is in the name. Everything is in the presentation. Take restaurants, for example. You know, the difference between a regular restaurant and a fancy one. The regular restaurant gives you a burger on a plate, but the fancy one calls it an artisanal broth and rice with sardine queens and a drizzle of oil. You know, it's all in the presentation. And that's the best thing I like about LinkedIn. It's all about presenting yourself the best way. If you're totally unemployed, you can still call yourself a crypto evangelist, a blockchain enthusiast, a life coach, or all of them. You know. And you all know the difference between a job and a career, don't you? You know, a job is what you do to pay the bills. A career is what you do. Well, it's basically the same thing. The difference is in what you call it. Let's say you are a cashier. That's a job, right? But call yourself a financial exchange coordinator. Now you have a career. See? Even in customer service, if you're answering phones, that's a job. But if you are a client engagement champion, now you have got yourself a career. See, it's all in the presentation. A job is what you do to survive, and a career is when you make it sound fancy when somebody asks you what you do. But it's not just job titles. There are even entire industries that's all about presentation. If you are familiar with consulting, you know, if a company wants to do something crazy, like say fire 1,000 employees, they go and hire a consultant. So the consultant comes in, his job is to recommend exactly what the company already wants to do, but make it sound like an expert opinion. So he goes and make a presentation, a fancy one, and also a 100-page report to make it sound like an expert opinion. If something goes wrong, the company can just say, "Oh, we were just following the expert opinion. Too bad it went wrong." You know? So you can do any bullshit you want as long as you make it sound like an expert opinion. It's all in the presentation. And recently I came about a new language called LinkedInese. You know, LinkedInese is what people speak on LinkedIn. It's all about presentation. It's like English, but with way more buzzwords and way less meaning. For example, if you want to say, I'm broke in Linguist, you say, "I'm strategically realigning my financial resources for optimal liquidity." More buzzwords, less meaning. And this is the usual one. If somebody got fired, what would they say? "I'm looking for new opportunities that align with my personal and professional goals." You know, it's like when somebody's fat and you call them a person of size. The more words there are, the less bad it feels. And have you noticed this trend? Like the more well presented somebody is, the less they actually do. Do you know who dresses the best in an office? The receptionist. He always comes in a sharp 3-piece suit. The managers will be in like business casuals, and the CEO walks in wearing flip-flops and a Mickey Mouse t-shirt. Here's the thing. The more you actually do, the less you care about looking like you do. We are a society obsessed with presentation. Okay? We like style more than substance. So we can't give ourselves the fanciest job titles to make ourselves look good. But have you ever been to a funeral where somebody says, "Oh, too bad. He was a senior VP of marketing. No, because ultimately they don't matter. When we are gone, nobody remembers our job titles. Instead, we'll be remembered as somebody's son, father, husband, or a friend. Because what really matters is underneath all these buzzwords and fancy labels, who you really are. That's what matters. And that's what truly lasts. Thank you.